have some breaking news now. Israeli media is reporting there's a naval operation underway to intercept a flotilla of vessels bound for Gaza. This is happening off the coast of Cyprus. Well, for more, we're going to go to Tareq Azzoum. He joins us from Gaza City now. Tareq, what more can you tell us about this flotilla as well as the interception?
Well, what we're seeing now fits into a long-standing Israeli doctrine aimed at enforcing full maritime blockade around Gaza and preventing any vessels from breaking the blockade imposed on the territory since 2007. And specifically, we are getting more information regarding the interception that is taking place at the moment off the coast of Cyprus by the Israeli naval forces. They are now trying to intercept 58 vessels that are carrying 500 activists, including 100 Turkish activists who are expected to be intercepted by those forces as the process is still ongoing till now. We do understand that the Israeli naval forces will drive those activists to the port of Azzoum in order either to interrogated by the Israeli military or released back to their countries. We saw how many times the Israeli naval forces have been seriously blocking the access of any international Sumud flotillas that have been designed to symbolically break the Israeli naval grip over Gaza. But strategically, this may impose significant fear on the Israeli perspective as they are trying to prevent any vessel from independently reaching Gaza, because it will prevent Israel from dictating the terms of access to the strip and might encourage more international missions to challenge the Israeli naval blockade. We also are keeping a close eye on what has been happening, but the Israeli military is expanding at the moment the scale of its interception as more than 4 Israeli naval warships are trying to completely intercept the road of this flotilla and to drive those activists to the Israeli territories for investigation. So the situation is still incredibly very restrictive. Israel is still dictating who must come into the strip and who must leave it. And this is not only related to the international Sumud flotillas, but also regarding aid that is coming into Gaza. Israel simply is deciding and challenging who can get into the strip, controls the movement of funds, also and people into and out of Gaza, signaling that the Israeli grip will continue to be tightened across the strip as long as Palestinians are not delivering the exact required Israeli concessions on the table of negotiations too.
Tareq, you say that this is a symbolic, the flotilla is symbolic in trying to break the naval blockade of Gaza. But how important is it for people there within Gaza to see that support, to see these people, these activists try to continue to break that blockade?
Well, people in Gaza have been heavily impacted by not just more than 2 years of devastating genocide, but also from previous Israeli escalations and wars that erupted in 2009, 2012, 2014, 2021 and the 2023 genocide. So between these wars there have been dozens of rounds of escalations while the world has been specifically watching what has been taking place in Gaza. But this time the scale of devastation and loss could be completely incalculable. That's why people around the world started to organize protests and trying to take concrete steps in order to show their solidarity to the Palestinian people. People here have been closely watching the international efforts made by those international activists who have been trying to show their humanity and their concrete supports to Palestinians, and they believe that these attempts are quite significant for them regardless its symbolism, in fact, because no matter how Israel will continue to impose restrictive measures on the accessibility regarding reaching Gaza, but it will keep building awareness in the minds and hearts of the international community about how Gaza, this small area now suffering and inflicted severe devastation and living under tight naval, aerial and ground blockade, is trying to send the world that people here are completely reliant on international efforts. We saw how many of those activists have been trying to send help to Gazans. Lots of people around the globe have been sending donations for Palestinians in order to cope with the severe humanitarian crisis and its vast-reaching repercussions. But on the ground, people are still really concerned about the potential of the ongoing Israeli measures and how it could significantly impact on their ability to endure, as Israel is still flagging with the military option and is clearly saying no to any international help that can really bring a significant change for people living under blockade for more than a decade so far.
Okay, thank you so much for Tareq Azzoum for us there in Gaza.